You're watching ChillyBoy Productions. I'm Larry ChillyBoy Chillson, and this is my review for National Anthem. Now, before we get into this review, make sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button down below so that you can chill with me on each and every one of my latest videos. National Anthem is a 2024 coming-of-age drama. Dylan is a construction worker who joins a community of queer rodeo performers searching for their own version of the American dream. While working on a ranch in the Southwest, they contend with the undeniable forces of nature, family, and love, while Dylan finds himself falling more and more enamored with a horse rider named Sky. The film stars Charlie Plummer and was directed by first-time feature director Luke Guilford. So I've been excited for this film since I first saw the trailer. Honestly, it's been flying pretty much under the radar. So when the opportunity arose to get a screening here in Denver, I jumped at it. So an interesting fact is that Luke Guilford, the director of the film, is actually a Colorado native, and he was actually in attendance for our screening this afternoon. And they used this advanced screening of National Anthem as somewhat of a kickoff to the gay rodeo happening here in Denver this weekend. And wow, what an absolutely stunning film to make as your debut feature. National Anthem is transcendent and gorgeous, and it gave me everything I was hoping for heading in. So let's jump into the positives first. Well, I have to give it up for Luke Guilford for his direction of this film. I think the directing is really what sells everything. It's what sells the atmosphere. It's what sells the idea here. National Anthem serves as this really beautiful kind of coming of age story for our main character, played by Charlie Plummer. Because at its core, it's not only about finding your people, it's about finding yourself. And that's really the journey he goes on, and it's handled so beautifully. But every piece of this film really adds to that atmosphere. It brings everything to life, creating this wonderfully authentic film that is truly transcendent. It also serves as a love story, a romance, if you will, and everything about that is handled beautifully. All aspects of sexuality are handled so well, identity, everything. All of the subject matters, I think, actually are handled pretty well. There's one that I think could have been a bit stronger that we'll get to in the negatives, but by and large, the film does such a good job of balancing a really delicate balance with everything it's trying to say. Our cast is also stellar. Charlie Plummer delivers a knockout performance. I think he always delivers a really great performance, but this may just be my favorite yet. He is fantastic in this film. Eve Lindley plays Sky, and woo, did the camera love Eve in this film. Sky is such an interesting character, almost an anomaly. In many ways, Sky serves as a manic pixie dream person, if you will, for Dylan. But what is done so well is that Eve plays Sky as an actual person, and the script, the story, the direction all create Sky to be so much deeper than that stereotype, this idea. And actually, the script does such a good job of breaking that down by the end. Oh, then we have Mason Alexander Park, who plays Carrie in this film, and they are amazing. Honestly, Carrie may have been my favorite character in the entire film, and so much of that has to do with Mason's performance. They pull focus every single time they enter the picture. Such just a big presence with not a lot that they're saying, not a lot that they're physically doing. However, they just exude what this character means. I loved the whimsy that was brought in here. I love the whimsy that's introduced, particularly when Dylan is really starting to understand new aspects to his identity, to his self, when his literal world is being opened up. I loved how that was handled in film. The cinematography is absolutely stunning. They shot at real rodeos for the rodeo scenes here. It looks great. There's actually this one scene with the national anthem being sung, and there are pride flags in the background that took my breath away. It was so gorgeous. Frame it and put it in the Louvre. That's how amazing it looked. But the cinematography, by and large, is fantastic. Once again, really treading that line of creating this authentic, somewhat gritty, realistic film, but giving it that whimsy, that beauty, that cinematic flair to it to create this wonderful picture. And yeah, there's definitely a lot of emotions to be had throughout the film, particularly as we get through that final act. Events happen that once again feel authentic, that feel real, but oh, you can't help but to get a little bit choked up. And I have to say this, I adored the relationship between Dylan and his little brother. I think it was so important to show this little brother. But the depiction of him exploring the world and just kind of understanding people he's never been introduced to before, kind of understanding himself, understanding his brother, understanding life was handled so well. It never feels forced. It never feels like people are trying to push him one way or another. It never feels anything but real and genuine to how kids explore and navigate the world. And in this climate, in what's happening and all of the narratives being thrown out here, that depiction was needed and it was so important. And again, showing this relationship between Dylan and his younger brother that he cares for, he loves and takes care of was handled in such an amazing fashion. So then, what doesn't work so well when it comes to national anthem? Really, I only have kind of two nitpick kind of negatives, if you will. One of which is the mother character, and particularly kind of the third act with the mother and getting to this resolution in the final scene. It's very good. I like how it goes. It just feels a little bit rushed. It's such a heavy topic to get through with this mom and so much to unpack and explore. I just don't know that we fully had the time to do so. And then this thruple situation. This idea of a third, of an open relationship, all of that, it gets explored, but I think it's a little bit needlessly messy. I think we could have explored these themes. We could have still gotten to the end where we needed to go without that. And it adds a little bit of mean-spiritedness to an otherwise really openly beautiful place that I don't know was actually all that needed. And there's a scene with the horse in the third act that kind of propels our character. We didn't need that either. No, 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 no. Charlie Plummer, I don't know what it is with you and horse movies and what happens in them, but sir, we're gonna have to get you a purely happy horse film. Okay? But overall, I absolutely loved National Anthem. I think it is beautiful. It's stunning. The music is amazing. The cinematography is gorgeous. The direction is outstanding. All of the performances feel real. They used real gay cowboys in the film. They shot at real gay rodeo events to create this absolutely beautiful work of art. I adored this film. It's going to leave a lasting impression on me. That final shot was just perfection, and I cannot wait to experience it over and over again. So, if National Anthem is in fact opening in your area, it is getting limited to wider releases throughout the United States. So please, if it is showing anywhere near you, give it a shot, go out, check out National Anthem as it opens nationwide. So that was my review for National Anthem. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so that you are always up to date on all of my latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see National Anthem? Have you even heard of it? Let me know all of your thoughts and comments either in that comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your continued support. Mwah. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.